Hi everybody, I'm Gary Lanier. I'm a director of SiMINE at Mandela Mining Precinct. I'm going to be doing a quick case study on the accelerated organizational systems capability in the mining industry. Mining is a complex system. It consists of a set of interconnected activities to which resources must be allocated together with the planning solutions, and then this generates all the data into the overall organizational system with levels of work. And ultimately, you're looking at trying to maximize the objective function or purpose of that system. So really the question is, how do we effectively design and manage a system to maximize its performance? We have run the SiMINE game globally with executives, business improvement practitioners, and engineers and middle management. And the results are always the same. There's a general lack of systems thinking understanding in the mining industry, which is limiting the industry's ability to maximize its operational performance. We have therefore built SiMINE at the Mandela Mining Precinct. It's a purpose-built facility to really drive organizational systems capability in the mining industry. We've also got some ancillary services that are incorporated in that vision around open source mine to share knowledge around the mining industry. There's also the digital twin industry hackathons, and also attracting youth by exposing them to mining and showing them the exciting nature of future generation mining. So let's do a quick case study to understand how we can accelerate systems thinking capability. SiMINE is a physical simulation game which represents the actual mining activities: drilling, blasting, loading, hauling, run of mine, processing, product delivery, and customer. We have a full organizational structure above that, right up to the general manager, with individual activity owners, with anything from 20 to 50 delegates. In this specific case study, which is a real example, we run the game for 20 minutes. So let's have a look at what the results look like. We've got a typical S-curve here, where on the x-axis we've got the organizational systems capability, and on the y-axis the performance. The red curve shows the ability or maximum performance of the current SiMINE game to its maximum performance. And at the end of round one, when the team have run the game, they generate 12 orders for delivery from the system. Now, interestingly, when you ask them how they performed, they believe they're right at the top peak of the overall SiMINE's capability. So they believe they've done a lot better than they actually did. In fact, 12 units of delivery doesn't make any money at all. In fact, they don't even break even, and we'll talk about that on the next slide. So then we say to the team, well, can you fix this? Can you raise the production so that you can actually make money? You need to generate at least 34 units of production out of the system to actually break even. So they're engineers, they're business improvement practitioners, they're executives in the mining industry. We'll be able to do it. And they go away and they do what the mining industry does well. And that is come up with a long list of initiatives of spending a lot of capital and spending a lot of OPEX to improve the system, from bigger loaders, bigger trucks, more truck drivers, more trucks, bigger screens, all the normal things that we do in mining. And we approve all of it, and the team is very confident they're going to be able to lift production. They run the round again, and generally they'll get about 20 units of production out of the system, nowhere near the 34 required to break even. And that's with one massive amount of capital and OPEX expenditure on top of not actually even breaking even on the original round. Now, interesting, the red curve is actually a digital twin, so you can calculate where the maximum performance is on the digital twin, which we'll talk about in the next slide quick. So this is the realization that really the SiMINE's about, because when you highlight to the team that this system can deliver 66 units of production without a cent of capital expenditure, they don't believe you. And that's the realization where we can then go into a whole lot of different experiential programs, from executive programs of one day down to 1 week modules for business improvement practitioners and business improvement teams, where we teach them all the systems thinking capability using experiential learning and using the game as the test case, with understanding flow, impact of variability on flow, system constraints, root cause analysis, how to gather and and analyze data, systems capability. Now, importantly, this is where the digital twinning comes in. The digital twin defines that red curve that you can see there at the bottom of the curve. Management levers, and then importantly, what are the levels of work required to manage the system with the relevant KPIs? After they've gone through the program, they then apply everything to the SiMINE game, and they will actually achieve very close to the 66. Some teams achieve 66, others 62, 63. So they're really performing at the top of the red curve. Now, the way to move into transformation is to change the actual business model and the actual activities and technologies. So SiMINE is not about just training. We are really partnering with the mining industry to build the organizational systems capability so that we can take the organizations on a journey from where they're currently performing at probably at the bottom of the red curve up to the maximum performance of their current technologies and value stream, and beyond into transformation into this mining 4.0 potential with all the digital technologies that are being offered now with the digital revolution. Importantly, there's a whole bunch of skills and capabilities required to develop within the overall organization, which starts at the CEO and works right through the whole organization. So in summary, importantly, before you can do anything, you need to understand your system. That is critical to being able to determine what type of technologies you need to support that, where you need to pull data real time, what information must be pulled through to the control room for decision making. Then what are the organizational roles and responsibilities and the levels of work that align with that system and how we performance manage that system. And then importantly, the work and manage routines to support that. So thank you for taking the time to listen to this case study. If you'd like to get hold of us, we are at the Mandela Mining Precinct in Carlo Road, Melville, South Africa. You can also have a look at our open source mining portal at www.mineforfuture.co, or send us an email or give us a call. Thank you very much.